Joining me on the show tonight, Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, representing the Congress, Sajjan Kumar is a political analyst, Rashid Kidwai, author and political analyst. Before I bring in the politicians, Sajjan, beginning with you, any kind of political attack against the Prime Minister has always backfired, and these kind of chants being normalized at a political event, certainly the Congress leadership has much to explain.
Well, at one level, one could argue that this is a part of new normal wherein acrimonious exchange among the parties is a common occurring. But then this very chant, Modi Teri Kabr Khudegi, aaj nahi to kal khudegi, and this is a red line for Congress. Why? Because we have seen that that was never the semantics which was used in Congress, because Congress, despite having certain center-left leaning, never adhered to the chant which was always originated from a radical left. We have seen in universities like JNU, DU, Jadhavpur, etc., wherein the radical left used to have such a kind of semantics. It was never mainstream within Congress, despite their differences with other party. So that is why when you see it's not the top leadership, but rank and file of the Congress who are chanting this sort of a slogan, it seemed that the influence of left, not just the left, but rather the radical left is
yes,
percolating down to the rank and file. And this is a change in the very contour and culture of the Congress. And this is a worrisome sign, because when you adhere to the semantics and slogans that is not mainstream for a party like Congress, it seems that you are alienating from the mainstream. You are adhered to certain agenda whose sources cannot be traced to the origin of Congress culture.
Rashid, one may say that it was not done from the dais. There was this crowd which chanted it. But how can it be allowed? Death chants for the Prime Minister or for any leader is a red line. And that cannot be crossed. And I tend to agree with Sajjan, if these kind of slogans are being chanted by the rank and file, that there's something horribly going wrong with the principal opposition party of this country.
Absolutely, Maria. I think there should be zero tolerance and there should be criminal charges should be framed. The Congress, for its record, has distanced itself. And they have also said that they will be taking action against people who raise this. But there is also a great deal of trust deficit. There is no kind of thing to, justify or explain this kind of remarks. But there are a lot of things have been said. Goli maro saro ko, responsible people made that remark. Batenge to katenge. It always had some kind of hate or toxic kind of messaging. So I think the political class, as my friend Sajjan was saying, have to unite and take a firm stand, zero tolerance. Act against each and every individual, whether you have a left leanings. I think the dragging left is not fair, because they raise slogans in the club Zindabad. That doesn't mean they're asking for a bloody revolution or so. So therefore, I think it has nothing to do with left leaning or anything.
Zindabad, and to say that there should be Kabr Khodna is completely different.
Absolutely.
Here, Rashid.
That is what Maria is saying. It is not justified. There should be criminal charges should be framed against the culprit.
So then in that case, Pooja Tripathi, this was chanted at a Congress rally. Shouldn't the Congress then initiate criminal charges against those who chanted these slogans?
When you say that this Congress should not adhere to the slogan and semantics, did Congress adhere to it? Was it made from the Congress official dais? Was it our official line of the whole rally was vote chor, gaddi chor? And Congress has not only distanced itself, I'm sure Congress will take action against this, because we don't believe in the culture of this political mudslinging. We don't indulge in 50 crore ki girlfriend or goli maro salo ko. We are not a party of that, and we are proudly saying that we don't
take action. You have identified these people. These people who were chanting such slogans have been identified. Then there should be criminal investigation and criminal charges filed against them.
Venugopal, beat Khargeji, beat Priyanka Gandhi speaking to the reporters at the floor of the house before in front of the parliament. Everybody has said that we don't believe in this. But let me ask you something. Let me turn the tables. And then what BJP has done to Pintu Mahadev, openly giving assassination threats to Rahul Gandhi on a live TV channels. What action BJP has taken on Sanjay Gaikwad, who said कि
fine. Let all these questions be responded to by Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Maria, I heard the Congress spokesperson very intently, and this is my rebuttal. First and foremost, each time the Congress is in the dock, it tries to normalize anti-Modi hatred by bringing examples from the past. Be that as may, very recent, barely 2.5 years back, there's a senior Madhya Pradesh Congress leader by the name Raja Patia, and he said, and it's in public domain, he said, Narendra Modi, जब मौत नहीं होगी, ये लोकतंत्र और संविधान जीत नहीं रहेगा. When there was a huge cry, मैं नरेंद्र मोदी मौत बात कर रहा था, मैं तो भारत के संविधान को कैसे बचा सकता. Then let's take the example, none other than the Congress prince, so to speak, Rahul Gandhi. He said, "You must Lok Sabha 2024." He said, "जब ये नरेंद्र मोदी हारा, तुम लोग था, it was भारत की युवा जनता है, ये सड़कों पर उतरेगी और नरेंद्र मोदी की जमकर टिप्पणी. So the language of truth का नरेंद्र मोदी जम कटाई हो, blah blah. I mean, forget the fact that Narendra Modi is 20 years plus older to Rahul Gandhi. The fact is, he's Prime Minister Modi. He's not just Narendra Modi. And you, Rahul Gandhi, you are abusing India's sitting Prime Minister. And then Dilka Vadra says, Wajiva. Pawan Khera says, Wajiva. Supriya Srinath, Wajiva. Jaramesh says, Wajiva. And Maria, you forgot that इमरान मसूद रहा कहा नरेंद्र मोदी की बोटी बोटी काट लेंगे. Today he is the star member of the Congress party. So the Congress party actually rewards not merit but anti-Modi abuse. The best example of that, Pawan Khera, who 2 years back, Narendra Damodar Modi nahi hai naam.
Sanju Verma, we'll try and fix your audio because your audio seems to have some kind of network issue. In the meanwhile, we'll try and fix that. But yes, please go ahead, Pooja Tripathi, respond to that, and Sanju Verma will be back with a better audio.
Maria, you just opened your show showing the dangerous level of pollution. We saw on Twitter the advisory issued by embassy. We saw CM Rekha Gupta being your reporter confirmed it being booed by AQI chants, and we saw on Friday how leader of opposition made an appeal to the whole parliament saying let's show India that we can cooperate on pollution issues. Again this issue, breathing is optional. Let the children breathe the toxic air, but national ego is priority, and that's what the parliamentarians are saying. Mr. Kiran Rijiju जो 2 दिन पहले कह रहे थे कि हम सुनने के लिए तो बैठे हैं, हम सुनाइए हमें, हम सुनने के लिए बैठे हैं, and today the whole parliament was disrupted, the whole session was ruled out, and nobody discussed pollution issue.
No, I'm not moving away from pollution, Pooja. I want a discussion on pollution just as every other citizen of this country wants. The problem becomes, no ma'am, the problem becomes if there are chants of this nature, no ma'am, no ma'am. The issue is, I'm not saying one, one or the either. It's not one is important, the other is not. If a language of this nature is used at any political rally, then the politicians have to be made accountable. Sanju Verma, please come in. Yes.
Maria, is my audio better? Because
yes, it's much better. Thank you, ma'am. Please go ahead. Yes.
I always say governments need to be held accountable. Should you ask questions on pollution? Of course, you have every right to do so. But this Rahul Gandhi, who's accountable, he did have the basic courtesy to attend the oath-taking ceremony of the current Vice President, C. Radhakrishnan. This is the Rahul Gandhi who not have courage to attend the oath-taking ceremony of the current CJI Suryakant. This is the same Rahul Gandhi who at the start of the campaign in Malaysia, right in the middle of the Bihar campaign to Peru, Colombia and Brazil, and after the Bihar loss, instead of standing shoulder to shoulder with Karyakartas, was holiday in Muscat. और इन प्रवक्ता राहुल गांधी के बारे में ऐसा वक्तव्य देते हैं जैसे कि राहुल गांधी is the next thing after Brown. Excuse, this is the same Rahul Gandhi who was not present in the day
Kabr, is this?
This is when Rahul Gandhi was not printed the debt pertaining to unemployment, inflation. And let me tell you, when Gogoi moved the impeachment or no confidence motion, the Modi government ahead of Lok Sabha 24, this is then Rahul Gandhi who actually went.
Okay, Pooja, respond quickly and then I'll give the last word to the two analysts on the show.
See, Maria, I could not hear Ms. Verma's comments properly. There's some audio glitch. But let me ask you one simple question. Is Rahul Gandhi responsible for tackling pollution issue? Rekha Gupta ji, Narendra Modi ji and our environment minister who is busy managing campaigns in different states is to be responsible for tackling air pollution. We are breathing 25 cigarettes a day.
Holiday.
And here is somebody who is reminding
After
us.
losing Bihar, he goes holiday to Mahadev. And then
he had the
Gaddi chhod. Rahul Gandhi is our loser.
National emergency. High time government should realize that it's a national emergency. We all are prone to, we all are living in a
He will
pollution.
become the prime minister of this country.
On Friday, Sajjan, on Friday, there was a lot of hope that the parliament in this week, because this is the last week of the winter session, will be taking up an issue which is so integral for every citizen because of the quality of air that we are breathing in the national capital region. That has been put on the back burner because there was something which is extremely polarizing which has happened now. The question is that the Congress leadership must explain. Mere distancing from what has happened will not help because this happened in their presence, at a venue which was chosen by them. These are workers of the Congress party, and I agree with you that this is a reflection of perhaps Congress ideology taking a shift, which should be even more concerning for the larger Congress ecosystem and the Congress leadership. But what does it do to the debate on something as crucial as pollution?
Yes, precisely because what is happening that cultural issues or issues which involves ideology always gives politician across the political spectrum more thrill than the existential and mundane issues like pollution. And this is all the more worrisome because India has claimed to be one of the anchor of international initiative to cut down the global carbon emission, going green. So you seem to have a paradox. At the one hand, India is claiming to be the leader of being climate sensitive, trying to bring green initiatives at the forefront. And in everyday life, what we are witnessing is regular recurring AQI, which is around 400 and perhaps more, right? So certainly these should have been issues which should matter. But we also witness it is the problem of the political mobilization culture, wherein the cultural issues always helps politicians mobilize and galvanize the voters more than the issues which matters to for our livelihood and life. And that is why in this winter session, you see, we had debate on SIR, we had debate on Vande Mataram, and they should not be framed into binary. There should not be culture versus economy, but there has to be culture and health, culture and economy, this sort of thing. Unfortunately, we do not find either prime opposition party, the Congress, or the ruling party, the BJP, giving due primacy to the issues. They always blame the other for neglecting the crucial issues, but never champion the issue. Yes.
Okay, just enough time for Rashid. Please go ahead, Rashid.
So I think as far as pollution is concerned, it is solely the government's domain to look into it. In my understanding, they have no solution, and therefore a kind of diversionary tactics are used, and all those social and cultural issues are raised. Hate has no place, but the Congress cannot act against the culprit. It is for the law of the land. The police in Delhi, police in Jaipur can act, and both places the BJP has the administrative capacity to do that. Why do they expect the Congress cannot file an FIR? The Congress can only take a disciplinary action against the culprit, which is like suspending or so. So therefore, the BJP doesn't want to act upon. They just want to perpetuate this, that a wrong is being committed and the Congress is not sincere, and to take the thunder away from the pollution issue.
Sanju. Ms. Sanju Verma.
I don't understand when Rashid Kidwai says that the BJP is not taking action. Of course, the BJP will take action. But my limited point is today, Mr. Kidwai, Can you change, not train your guns on BJP and correct Manjula Meena, who said Modi Teri khudegi, nahi to kal khudegi? Can
File
you also
FIR
condemn
against
the entire Darbari ecosystem like Priyanka Dra, Jairam Ramesh, Lavan Kher, who have normalized anti-hatred? Can we list your guns on Darbari ecosystem rather than
All right, Dr.
portraying
Sanju
BJP
Verma,
as the hatred?
Pooja Tripathi,
Why do you always portray BJP as the
Rashid, Kidwai and Sajjan, Kumar, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. That's all from me. We'll be seeing whether the Parliament functions tomorrow or whether the Treasury benches will insist on an apology to come directly from Sonia and Rahul Gandhi. That's all from me. We are putting out this entire debate on our website. Thanks so much for watching.